Okay, guys. This is a review for Liam Neeson action movie called Non-Stop, which is basically Die Hard on a plane. um, so in this movie, Liam Neeson plays an air marshal who boarded this plane, and then in the middle of the Atlantic, um, somebody messaged him and threatened to kill the passenger every 20 minutes. And then off he goes and try to find the solve this mystery. And in the meantime, a lot of people died. Um, this movie is basically an easy sell. Liam Neeson really kills it as a character. I mean, he can play this role again and again. It's the same role that you see in Taken 2. So Liam Neeson is kick ass, but the the movie also starred Julianne Moore, and then I think that's the only two face I recognize. But the movie has good pacing. You are keep on suspense until the end, but the movie has flaws in terms of logic. After you go back and then if you really sit down and discuss with your friend or talk about it, the movie has some flaws in terms of the bad guys. I'm thinking of spoiling the review, but maybe some of you have not seen it. So if you have not seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video. But I'm giving you a reminder. I want to spoil this video because their logic holes really piss me off lah, in a way. Not piss me off, made me angry, but caused me to not really give this movie such a high mark. I would give this movie a B in terms of scale. In terms of up to 10, I would give about 6 or 7. But more, I'm sitting down on 6 because it's not a bad movie in terms of cinematography. It's really sleek looking. The CGI is really sleek looking. But 6 or 7 because the plot holes, which I'm going to spoil right now. So the bad guys turns out to be two of the passengers that Liam Neeson actually communicate as the story move along initially. So you don't realize it, and it's quite a good reveal when they reveal the two bad guys. But now there is a problem because see, Liam Neeson need to trace this guy through his phone, because who is messaging him is on the phone, can see everything, and so makes you think, right? It makes me wonder. It makes you wonder, how does this guy knows his every move? So that's the flaw. When they reveal the bad guys, who these bad guys are, that question made me wonder, how did the bad guys know what his guy is doing in the toilet? Like, because the bad guy keep giving me a message like this, he knows what's happening, what this guy is doing in the toilet. So that's weird in a way. How does he know this? How did he know? And then they need to hack this phone to trace who is this caller. Now in the end, it reveals they got this hacker guy because he's going to London. He's going to work for the smartphone company because he's a hacker. Now in the end, that hacker turns out to be one of the bad guys. There's two bad guys in this movie. But he was pretending to be a hacker, so he's really not a hacker. So why would he hack a phone that will reveal his co-partner, the other bad guy, identity? So that doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Because it hinges on the phone. So this guy is helping Liam Neeson track his partner, his evil guy, the baddie. He could have just like sabotaged the whole operation if he's the hack. He's not even a hacker. Say he is, in some weird way, knows how to work a smartphone and hack a smartphone. How on earth? Why would he sabotage his other colleagues punya plan, because the way the other guy lost his phone is by he had to do something. He was tied up, you see, and you know, if you look at the sequence, how he was untied and how he put the phone in other guy's pocket is just coincidence. It's just like, man, if you think back, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. So that's why there is such a plot hole in terms of believability. You don't believe. I mean, movies is basically that, fantasy, but the way they set up the bad guys is so unbelievable, because they are just grunts, they are just stupid people, and suddenly he's also the also have the answer to hack the phone, revealing his own friend plans. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. That is a big hole. And of course, the third hole, I think the biggest hole is like they I think the phone, the flight, the flight was carrying a bomb. Also a spoiler, right? So he could have thrown the bomb through the window and just let it blow outside, right? I think that's how they should have done it, and just close the window lah. I know I've seen movies where they just throw the bomb outside the window. So this movie is trying to think out of the box apparently. So they put the bomb at the end of the flight, at the end of the jet, inside the jet. This is one of the crazy things that happen in flight, which will, if done in real life, will destroy everybody, will kill everybody. I saw this in World War Z, where Brad Pitt threw a grenade in the middle of the flight on the jet. Now, if this happened in real life, done. If you throw a grenade, rip off, see loss. You will rip the plane apart. So in this movie, they put the bomb at the end of the flight of the jet, which doesn't make any sense, and it explodes and stuff like that. So now I spoiled everything, but that's why this movie is a bit icky in terms of logic. So that's why the score. But Liam, if you're interested, if you want to close your mind, enjoy a few moments to see Liam Neeson do his stuff, this is it. This is like Taken 3. I love those movies where it doesn't make any sense, but Liam Neeson has such a character, is such a gravitas an actor, as an actor. He really can pull this kind of crap movies off. So he's good, but the movie isn't. Does that make any sense? Yeah, but so that's my review for Non-Stop. Thank you so much.